Hello and welcome to the Seasiders Preview Show. I'm Jed Mills and here's what's coming up on today's episode. We'll look ahead to this weekend's match at Bloomfield Road as Blackpool welcome Luton Town in the Sky Bet Championship. Ryan Wintle discusses his thoughts on the season so far. Neil Critchley shares his thoughts on Saturday's match. Plus Owen Dale looks back on his first few months at Bloomfield Road after his recovery from injury. Well, I'm pleased to say joining me in the studio today for his preview show debut is this man. Yes, a big warm welcome into the studio to Blackpool midfielder Matty Virtue. Well, Matty, good to have you in. And first of all, I suppose the big question is the recovery for yourself. How's it going? It's
coming on really well. The last few weeks it's picked up, to be fair. We've started progressing on the pitch-based rehab into more sort of the middle to late stages now, which is good. It obviously feels like I'm getting close and I'm making progress, which is the most important thing.
How frustrating was this injury? Because like I say, for yourself, Neil Critchley coming into the team, there was a real, for you, there was a real buzz about the place and obviously about your name as well, and then just the injury. I mean, it's just how long it's gone on for as well. Yeah,
it's just, you can't really describe the timing, how frustrating it was. I thought I was playing really well at the time. Team was playing well, obviously, under the gaffer, who I've known for years. It was just a nightmare, and there's loads of times I look back and think, imagine it didn't happen, but obviously you can't change it now, and I've just got to look ahead to the future and getting back fit.
So how far are you away? Are you sort of training on the grass? Are you sort of there or thereabouts? How far are you away?
Yeah, I'm on the grass. I'm probably a good month or so away from joining back in with the lads. So that would be a big boost, getting back in and around them, training with them, just getting used to playing football again. So then once I've joined back in with them, I'm probably looking at a few weeks to get some minutes on the pitch somewhere.
How hard is that when you're sort of away from the team a little bit? When you're sort of having to do your own recovery and you can't join in with maybe some of the drills, obviously, because they're having to concentrate on that week's game, and you sort of just recovering all the time.
Yeah, it's tough. That's probably one of the most hardest bits. Seeing all the lads, going up to training, going off for away games, preparing for games, and you're sort of there on the side. You don't really feel part of it, even though everyone obviously tries to make you feel as part of it as possible. You don't really, in all honesty. But no, I've just tried to keep my head down. Obviously, I've got to get myself as fit as possible, get as right as possible to then hopefully be ready.
How much are you looking forward to it? You say a month to go, something around there. I mean, the countdown is on a bit, but are you scribbling out on the calendar about sort of when timings are, when you'll be ready?
I don't think the physio will be happy if I would. You just want to make sure I'm right, and when I'm ready, I'm ready. There's no real sort of pressure as a time. Obviously, a month is when I'd like to join back in, but if it's 6 weeks, it's 6 weeks. I need my knees to be right for the rest of my career, so there's no point really rushing a few weeks just to get back.
Is that a hard thing for you as a player? That, like, say, you sometimes you're probably thinking, right, I'm ready to go. Put me in the squad. I'm ready to. But it's a case of maybe physio just holding you back, saying, listen, you're gonna have to give it a bit more time.
No, definitely. They've always got your best interests at heart, really. Sometimes, obviously, us as players, we always think we're right. We want everything as quick as possible. But especially with this injury, like you said from the start, he said it's going to be 9 months. There's no 9 months at best. He said there's no sort of negotiation, and then that's what it's going to be.
What about on the pitch, watching from the sidelines? How impressed have you been from, sort of going from that sort of League One into the Championship? Difficult start, but the way they've performed going into this Championship and now, it's been impressive.
Yeah, massively. To be fair, I always said last year I think we'd be a better side in the league above. Probably a bit more football, teams more organised, so then we can set up to play against them. especially with the manager we have. He loves setting us up to win a game, and no, I've been really impressed. I think we could be doing better, as always. We always want to be striving to do better, but no, I think so far we can be happy.
And I would presume as well, this is where you want to be in Championship football.
Yeah, every player wants to progress and better themselves, and what better club to do it? Newly into the Championship, a manager who's so keen on improving his players, it's a great place to be at the minute.
For you as well, a new contract. We've seen this with a lot of the players, just extending the deals. How good is that for you, and just that reassurance that you're very much part of the plans?
Yeah, it's massive for me, especially obviously not being part of the playing team at the minute. It gives me time, which is obviously important, as I touched on before. And then just faith in the club, knowing that obviously, when I'm ready, they have a plan for me, they want me back in and around it, and it's a great place to be. The fans, they're unbelievable, the manager and the club's going in the right direction, so I don't think anyone wants to be apart from it at the minute.
Is that a good confidence booster, just for yourself? Like, even if you are injured, that you get an offer on the table like that, and you think, obviously I'm pretty important to these people that they're giving me a new deal. Yeah,
massively. Sometimes players get injured and the clubs just kick them in the corner and leave them in the dark, but that's completely the opposite of what the club's done, and I can't be more grateful for that. Thanks for watching. To watch the rest, sign up for Tangerine TV for $1.99 a month in the link below.